All right, good day everyone, and thanks for joining us here in the charts. This is the market base, Napoleon, macro, never micro. I'm pretty excited about this video. We'll have a 4-part pattern that we explored back in November 2024. We'll revisit that to see if everything is playing out according to history, as well as why I think that the market may be setting up for a new low. And that's some of the things we're going to explore. So we'll get into it, guys. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for taking our loyal subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive into the charts, shall we? So today is April the 30th, 2025, and the previous close of NIO, $4.05, slightly negative 4.4% for the day. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited about this. So here we are. Okay, voila. So what you are looking at is what we've explored again back in November 2024. Here is the credentials check if you are new with us. November the 13th, 2024. If you're looking at the screen, this is the same pattern that we wish we did not discover, as the title suggests. So we are in the potentially in the third phase of this pattern. So let's get into that. If you're new, we'll break it down for you. Really simple here, nothing complicated. Okay. So first things first, we were able to discover this pattern based on these two candles. We're taking a look at weekly candles. All right. Yeah, please take the time to watch the previous video as far as why we had an idea that the market will likely set up for a new low. Okay, the new low has happened. This has successfully played out. This is the second part of the pattern that we discovered. Okay, so the next part that we're anticipating, not guaranteed, right, is a lower low. Okay, the lower low will be lower than, I think it was $3 and about 2 cents. Okay, so when/if that happens, then it's likely we'll be gearing up to play this market in probably the biggest position that we have ever played in the NIO market, or ever actually. Okay, so that's the second part that we are anticipating. And of course, if you didn't watch the video post, we are expecting a bounce. Okay, I have a minimum of 90% only based on it's actually kind of an average number of the last 2 percentage increases that we were able to find in this video. So if you're looking on the screen, you see 126% was the first bounce, right? Was it the first bounce? No, actually the first bounce was 76%. Okay, and then the second bounce was actually 126%. So I just kind of took an average and said, all right, so the third bounce, I'll be conservative and say it'll be a minimum of 90%. So it's an arbitrary number, all right? But I do think it is relevant to the last 2 bounces that we were able to discover based on history with the weekly candle setup, the new low, the lower low, and the next move, again, we'll be anticipating is a bounce. All right, folks, so we are not there yet. And there was one thing I did want to show you. The reason that I think that the market may be, please pay attention to the operative words. I know some of you guys are really bullish and sensitive about this stock, but the reason that I think, right, that the market may be setting up for a new low is because, let's erase everything. Let's make the chart clear. Again, weekly candles. Let's go and put that horizontal line on the previous level of resistance, which is right around, I can put it like right there. All right. So that was the previous level of support. Sorry if I said resistance. So if you are new to the channel, we're very simple in what we look for in the charts. We look for higher highs and higher lows for an uptrend, lower lows, lower highs for a downtrend. Just so that we're clear, NIO is in a beautiful downtrending market ever since reaching its highs back in February-ish 2021. NIO has been going down for about 5 years. Okay, it is it is currently in a downtrend. It still has overall uptrend potential if it does not compromise the original consolidators. If you're looking at the screen, all right, who formed this little range here, this consolidation range, which extends as low as $1.44. Now, that doesn't mean NIO will go down to $1.44. It means that the original consolidators, if you're new here, this might sound weird, but if you've been with us for some time, you understand that this is simply a consolidation range. And the original buyers are in this range, and they are attempting so far successfully to protect the range of interest where they were able to consolidate within, let's say, like $2.50 all the way up to like $3-ish. All right. They still have that range perfectly intact, perfectly protected as of today. Can this change? Yes, it has not changed. So we must assume that the overall trajectory or the trend still has potential as long as a new low is not created lower than $1.40. What did I say? Like $1.40-ish. Hopefully my verbiage is good when I'm explaining this, because I must explain it the best that I can so that we're all technically speaking here. All right. So technically speaking, the weekly candle just had a reaction at the previous level of support. NIO is in a downtrend, making lower lows and lower highs. Yes, it just went up and had a reaction at the previous level of support, which means if it cannot close above the previous level of support, which is the red line at about $4.30-ish, it's likely it's gearing up to move lower and make a new low. Okay, really simple. Hopefully I explained it well, and we'll see how this plays out. Again, just to summarize everything, we're looking for a new low in NIO, and that's lower than $3.02. If NIO goes below that level, we're likely buying. Are we still holding our positions? Yes, we're down on the positions. Those have been counted as a loss. All right, we're not looking to make money on those positions. However, we are looking to gear up and enter the NIO market aggressively when/if NIO cracks below or gracefully touches below, however you want to describe it, $3.02. And we'll be looking to enter this market, guys, aggressively. All right, we'll keep you guys up to date and let you know when we've entered the market, anticipating that minimum, I'm going to guess, 90% bounce. And hopefully all the information is there. I don't have any price levels where we're going to enter. We just have to play this one by ear and just let it break down if it's going to make a new low, and revisit the charts and take it from there. Okay. So that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this actually plays out, right? Not, take it easy there, bulls. I'm not sure of the true direction of this NIO market. I'm just a short-term participant looking for bounces. All right. So I hope the overall future for NIO is good. That'd be good, right? So that's it, guys. It's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you have all the information and we summarized it. So we'll cut it out here. So if you don't mind doing me a huge favor before you go, by simply leaving an appropriate thumb, I'd appreciate it on the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video on the channel. Thank you for your continued ears and support. If you guys are new, we also explore the alternative market, cryptos, so you can kind of join us here on this interesting journey. And we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy before you enter the market. All right? Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon. And bye for now, guys and gals.